Hey, so I thought I would give you part two, and I am just starting here. I also wanted to show you a larger variation of skin tones, and with my comparison with the new Looks dolls. This is most of the darker skinned, like AA made to move dolls. I am definitely missing some. There's a Kirby BMR who would be down at this end. There's also another yoga doll that is similar in skin tone to this one. This is one of the wheelchair fashionistas, like the latest one. I'll insert the number. We have Miss Tall Simone here, and this would be oh, I forget her number. I'll insert their numbers. I'll insert a brief description if I can for each one, above or below. She's the one with these pants from the color block wave of the Looks dolls. She is a BMR doll. She is a wheelchair fashionista, still original head with the glasses. She is the same skin tone as the Puma Barbie. The new Brooklyn body type is very similar to most of these, but mine is just a slight bit darker. So you may find that if you are in the rebodying type, you may find one of these may work. This is a yellow top down here. This is the L number 2 from the Looks collection. On her body's in the back, but she got put on a Naomi, tennis player, Osaka, body. It is fairly close to a yellow top, but just lacking a little bit of yellow. Still slightly different than this would be the Looks, I think, number 9. I think she's the Simone face as well, originally, from the Metallics wave. And then this girl, Miss Heidi sculpt here, with her braids from the current collection. She is number 21, and she is fairly close, I'd say more so to these two, but at the same time she is still a little bit different. There is just a slight bit of variation in her skin tone, like there's different hues and stuff. As you can see, they are similar in skin tones, but different at the same time. I might even put her here in the lineup, as there is more of a drastic difference here. She is kind of in between there, so I would probably put her in between these two skin tones. I've been trying to check in different light, and I do have a kind of a multi-light here. I'm not sure if you're going to see all the differences. I am going to give a pan across the lineup here. Like I said, I am missing some. I was hoping to have more, but I wanted to give you guys a good idea of just the different lineup. Alright, so that is the darker skin tone comparison for this one, and I will now work on the other ones for you. Hey, so here I have some to show you. Oh, everybody's gonna fall now. Okay, so going from pink top skin tones to like karate, baseball, like those and the second wave of pink top, those would be here. These ones here are all going to be like original release pink top. You've got the Gloria Petite from the movie, Barbie the movie. You've got a whole bunch. You have the BMR Barbie doll with the blue, red, yellow sweatshirt with the logo tags on it. You've got the new blue marble pants doll, and she is looking like she is going to be a pink top. I'm going to just put her in that. She looks pretty close to pink top, maybe like just slightest hint, maybe darker, but not much. Like she's not getting over here into the next skin tone. So, after this one, we have the first release of Blue Top, which she is the only one yet. I have several of these rebodied dolls for the skin tone. We don't have any more bodies in it. I did check. She is just a hair darker. The closest we've gotten is the basketball player, her. This new curvy doll, the one that fell, she was a basketball player body, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. And then, so she is a petite, so we have petite, curvy, and tall in that skin tone. There are also some matches that would be like the AA soccer player, that would work. Wait, no, that's not AA soccer player. So in this skin tone, standard body size, we have like the Lori Hernandez Shiro doll. Those dolls would be similar enough that I call them pretty much the same skin tone. Then we have like a slightly darker skin tone, which would be the Curvy Dancer. She's almost similar to this skin tone that you could include her. I have had some slightly darker ones, but you know, the process, sometimes they get a little darker and sometimes they don't, but this skin tone is definitely the skin tone that I want more of. Petites, talls, you know, more of the regulars, because I have dolls that their heads do not look good on this skin tone. It is the skin tone that is closest, but it is still like one that is hard to actually get, is this original release Blue Top. So if you ever need something that's that skin tone, I always recommend you go to this one, most of the time anyway. So then after this we have Lena's skin tone, which is just a little bit darker than these, and not quite like the AA soccer player skin tones in like the orange top. And then we also have over here on the edge, we have the Looks Fashionista, what is it, number 15 or something. There's also a curvy option, so there's petite and curvy, and these are fairly close enough. You can interchange them. AA soccer player into orange top, and the two Looks dolls that are in this skin tone, the curvy, who was the metallics, and then the color block that was the petite. They are close enough that you can get away with it most times. It's just pretty much, you know, preference. But I did have two of these orange top dolls, and their skin tones were just slightly different. Like I had one that was a little lighter, and so you really do have to kind of look, because I think some of these earlier waves had like that first release is one tone and then they get darker or something like that. So I would really like more of this one. It's just a shade lighter than this, but it's not quite like the sports Barbies, like Karate Player and baseball and the skiing Barbie Made to Moves. But that is just a little bit darker than the pink tops, and so now we have a more recent curvy. So if you want to make her tall, you want to make her petite even, because we, like I said, the Gloria doll from the Barbie the movie dolls, if you can find her, she would be a petite version in the skin tone, because right now we don't really have a petite skin tone in this version other than her, that I'm aware of. There was thought that the Queen Victoria doll might have been this skin tone or the purple top. So yeah, not real sure because I never got my hands on one of them. I am excited. There is a new Made to Move doll coming out. I've already pre-ordered mine, and I'm not going to say yet because I'm not sure if she's an exclusive quite yet or not. But I did find an option to order her, and I want to wait to see when she gets here, but I'm pretty sure she's going to be maybe a petite purple top. That's exciting. Maybe she'll have like, hopefully she won't have the pink undertone like the the Looks Kit doll. So, but I'm getting ahead of myself, and I wanted to show you these ladies and kind of a variation of different ones. We do also have the curvy and tall of the Looks dolls. The curvy Andra. I did put my curvy Andra onto a tall, and I just love her on there. She is also wearing a rainbow high outfit, and I just think she looks really neat in it. And yeah, so these are kind of like the light to mid-tone ladies. So I do want to show you Ken. So I mentioned in my previous video about this guy. No, he has not had his hair trimmed yet. I kind of injured my shoulder and have been out of it for about a week, so filming was delayed. But I wanted to show you his hands. His skin tone match, or at least if you wanted to have another option for hands. I had heard that this guy, if you have one, this guy here, oh man, sorry he's so dark. This is the John face sculpt. This is the John face sculpt. He's not as dark as he looks on screen. So they are very, very close that their hands are actually matching. So if you wanted to rebody this guy and him to be buff instead, you could do that. Same goes the other way. Looks like he might be a shade darker. But if you wanted to do that, they're pretty close. You might be able to help. They're really close. It's just the different lighting. I do kind of have to check in other light. So if you wanted to make this guy like the regular size, and you can make this guy buff, that's an option. Which I don't know. I'll have to see. Maybe I will do that. I don't know. I don't really have a whole lot of him. I actually sold one to somebody who was in need of one. So yeah, but right now I only have him as well, and so yeah. But those are the only two guys that I have in this dark skin tone. I don't believe we have any darker. We do have lighter, obviously, most of which are like this end of the spectrum, and then the number 5 Ken, he's like over here in the spectrum of skin tone. So and then you have the yellow pants BMR guy, who is so hard to find and super expensive if you do, that I went, oh my. Yeah, so alright, so that was the AA Ken that I was telling you about. You could switch his hand, so that would be helpful. But now we know where these ladies fall in the spectrum, and if you wanted to rebody her, some of the options. So remember, this was the Lori Hernandez. We also have the tall and the curvy, and she is a petite. You might be able to get away with with one of the skin tones over in this direction. But I did find that she is lighter, so like I would stay in this line. The Lori Hernandez, I think I have an extra one, so I may actually put her up, like up a body or something. I'm not sure. I'm playing around with moving heads around. That's just me, but she is cute on the petite body, but I kind of wish that maybe she was tall, or maybe normal height, and then like one of the other new girls that we got was like petite or something with long hair, you know. The short hair on the petites is kind of overwhelming me. One of the big reasons I'm not fond of the kit is because of her short hair. She was in the black and white, and I'm probably going to reroot her because I've seen her rerooted and she looks great with longer hair. So here I have the lightest skin girls, and I mean, we still have some dolls that are going to be lighter and darker than what I'm showing in this video, but we have all the way down here, we have she is on the Looks 6 body, which would be her back there, which is the same skin tone as the tennis player that she is on. And then we get into purple top skin tones, which she would be on. And then we have the BMR Tango Face Sculpt that is a tall version of the purple skin tone. And then we also have this Andra Face as a normal body in the purple top. So now we have like another one, you know, we can find that's easier, because now we have even a current one that we can get in this skin tone, which is great, as I have a lot of dolls in this skin tone. I do have a lot of purple top dolls still, but some of these ladies do match a little bit better. Talking about second releases of the first Made to Move dolls that came out, purple top, second one was maybe a little darker. It's a little harder to tell sometimes, but I have found purple tops that don't quite work, but like other purple tops do. But these ladies all seem to be pretty much about the same, even the tall back there. And then we get into the pink tone light skins. This is where the BMR Tate face sculpt with the yellow pants would be. This would be the Looks kit doll. I forget her number, but she was in that like first wave. I did put this head on because I'm just not digging the doll. I like Kit's face. I have to reread her, and I would prefer to make her like a tall if I can at some point, which we don't have a tall yet in this skin tone, which is a newer skin tone. But we did get, with this lovely girl, with the Victoria face, we did get a standard size. And then this one here would be the BMR Kira. She's got like a yellow undertone to her skin tone. And then we get into like the pink top tones here. We have the first Heidi. I can't remember all the numbers, I'm sorry. We've got our new Lena, number 23, and then we do have the Kirby, number 24 here, which would be pink tones, and then I do have my Kirby Audra from the Color Blocks wave on the volleyball tall body, so that would be like the BMR, which the BMR Barbie with like the blue shirt with the logo ribbons with the yellow and the green baseball hat. She sometimes seems like she's maybe a tad darker, but she's pretty much a pink top too, because I've traded her out with pink top. And I say pink top as just a generic like casting net, because we do have our new yoga lady in here, a new yoga Barbie in here too. So with that covers all of our new ladies in this grouping. So I hope that's helpful. You know, I thought it'd be cool maybe to do a little face shot grouping with all of their face twins. So we would have all the Audras, which, I mean, you're getting them right here, plus you got the one over here, and then we'll have the Victorias, and then we'll also have the Lenas, and of course can't forget the Heidis. And then I'll have to make sure I get the Simones, which most of the Simones are in the darker skin tone, so it's really cool to see her in a lighter skin tone also. And yeah, I think that would be all of the repeating face sculpts for this line. I am really happy with the repeating face sculpts because, like I said, I really like her with this face sculpt. I actually did in her darker version where she's a tall. I actually did a reroute, so check out my whatnot for that. I did list that on there if it's still available when you're watching this video, and she looks really cool. I did a like eye repeat and stuff for her, but I really love the pop of color for her hair with her dark skin. I thought it was really cool. She is definitely a purple top. She is wearing one of my custom shirts from Barbie OG Barbie Girl OGTs. I will link a previous video I did for her shirts. So yeah, that would be Alina there too. So she was in the Color Block series. Lena is just a chameleon, and she comes in pretty much mid-tones to pale with hers. So we have a purple top, a pink top, and then we have like #1 Lena, which is like my favorite Lena, of course. She just looks like a completely Amazonian goddess or something, you know. She's amazing looking. The Crystal Collection Barbie with the rose quartz. And they also used her for this one. So that is Alina as well. And I did not realize that until I saw her in person. But yeah, that's why if you check out her video, you will see once I took her out of box and had her in person, I was like, oh my goodness, I love this face. Because I wasn't doing it for me through pictures. So once I saw her in person, I was like, oh, she's mine. Thank you. I will do those faces for you here at the end of the video. And okay, so here we have the 3 Victorias, and she looks shorter than she really is. She would be more like that height. And then number 6, Victoria. She is flat-footed on her stand, so that's why she looks a little shorter, but she is a tall, she is regular height, and she is petite. So we actually have 3 different skin tones with this one in this face sculpt, 3 different makeup looks, and 3 different body sizes, and I love them all. And I think it's so cool. I did want to point out something. This is the jumpsuit from the Barbie Extra Fly Winter. As you can see, it is more sparkly. It is a little different at the top. It does fit a tall for the most part, because she is a tall. But it is similar, but it's still different. I like this one a little better, I think, but I still like this one. I just wanted to show you guys because I know some people had mentioned it, but yeah, I think it's really cool to have the 3 here, and I really like it. I think it's cool. Now here we have the 2 Heidi sculpts, and they both look great, and they're both the same height, just very different skin tones, and I love both of them and how they're both each screened, and they're just really cool. Really, really cool face sculpt. Here I have the 3 Lenas so far in the Looks collection, and we have the original #1 Lena, still my favorite. And by the way, if you want to see this dress, check it out. It's Barbie Boulevardier, and I absolutely love this dress on Lena. She has literally not worn anything else since I got this. Then we have number 19, who came with the mix and match clothing pieces, and she is also wearing a Barbie Girl OGT. That's Instagram. You can check out a video with a link to her shop up here. She is the palest of the Lenas, and she is beautiful with her raven black hair. And then we have the current 23 Lena, and she is the second lightest, and I love all three of these. Different hairstyles, different colors. Kind of need a redhead. I'm really loving her face though. Um, I'm kind of thinking about rerouting one of these if I can manage to get another one, which I'm sure I will. And making her a redhead, and kind of working on comparing faces currently to see if she might be my new mini me that I use, just because I've been looking for one that is more my face shape, and she already has blue eyes like I do, so she would just need to have red hair. And I really love her face and her makeup, and I wouldn't even do like a repaint, just because she potentially could be like that close, but I have to look at some features and stuff, and yeah. But I also, since I have Lena out for the looks, they've also used Lena in a couple of other dolls that I know of, that I have, and I wanted to show you those. And that would be the Anniversary Teresa doll. And she is really, really pretty. I love her dress. The whole reason I bought her. But then I saw her in person and was like, oh my goodness, it's a Lena sculpt, and that's why I love this. Like, because I didn't like her from pictures, but once I saw her in person, I went, oh, I love her. Gotta keep the doll, but I'm gonna rebody her, because she was not made to move. She was Model Muse, and I'm not the biggest fan of Model Muse. I do have a couple, but so I love the face after seeing it, and like now I know why. And then also the Crystal Fantasy Collection, we have here the beautiful girl in pink, Rose Quartz, and she is like so pretty, one of my favorites. Her hair was like even really good. I do have the Crystal collection, first two dolls, and that includes the Amethyst and Rose Quartz. I have not gotten turquoise. I liked it, but I just wasn't really liking it enough to want to buy it at the $100 price point. But I did manage to get the Amethyst and Rose Quartz Barbie like at less than half price, so like that helped too. Also kept me from wanting to spend more. But she also has the Lena face sculpt. She is beautiful. Also did put her on a made to move body as well. I think they were like orange top and like a soccer player, bodies like that. And I would have to look at their back numbers to know. I've been trying to do a whole catalog in order of lightest to darkest with skin tones, and I have groups where they're real similar, like, so I would have to actually look at that. But they are similar in tone to the first Lena, but her face and like her look is probably my favorite, and then I would probably have to say Rose Quartz. Like, I thought I would have more fun with her out of her dress, but so far I've just been displaying her in different poses on this made to move body, because I just like she's so beautiful, and I'm loving her and her eye makeup and everything. And then I would probably have to say my next favorite is probably number 23, just for her simple makeup look and the maybe the fact that she could be my mini me. But then I would definitely have to say probably number 19, and then the Teresa here. Not for a lack of like anything, but just I like the way her face was done compared to hers, and they're all so close. I love them all, and I don't know if there's any more Lenas than this, but I do have kind of a small army of Lenas, and I actually have a second of number 1 Lena because I cut her hair shoulder length, and oh my goodness, I was inspired by somebody I follow on Instagram. I don't remember at the point what one, like who it was at this point. I just know that I wanted to cut her hair short because she looked so cool with it short, and she does. And my favorite colors on her are oranges and reds and yellows. As you can see here, she's like in yellow because, I mean, she looks really good in it. She kind of has a reddish auburn hair. But yeah, that's it for the Lenas, and on to the next one. So here are the 3 Andra face sculpts, and we have the original one. I don't remember her number. I really do like her face. I just don't ever do anything with her because of her hair. I really have to figure out what I'm going to do. I like the color of it. It just, maybe like the new Victoria face sculpt, maybe I will just like plaster it down once I find the right stuff to do that with. The gel, I've tried like 3 different gels and none of them want to actually hold, and I doubt it's user error. I used to use gel all the time before, but yeah, so I may just use like glue. Then she's from the Color Block series. She was a curvy. She is regular height, and she is also was a curvy. I put her on a tall. She's the volleyball player body, and I love her tall, and she's lived in this outfit since I did that. Just, I don't know, digging her as a tall. And then she is the newest we have, number 20, and she is just so cute as a redhead with this face up, and she has the most narrow eyes, and I just love the differences with all of them, and they are all pretty light skin toned, so she is like the pink top, and she's like, I think, purple top. You'd have to check earlier in the video when I went over all their skin tones. But yeah, so I'm really digging this face sculpt and the different variations they've given us as well. One of my favorites. And so that's it for Andra. So here I have the Simone face, and she's one of my favorites. She is a tall. She's one of the darkest skin tones that they've made. I couldn't find a stand tall enough, and she's in heels, so she's actually on the surface here and on a like shorter stand, and she's still taller than the curvy on the stand. So yeah, she's pretty tall. And then we have the new curvy number 24, and I love her face sculpt here too. I do think that I'm probably going to try to make her a tall. Well, either a tall or maybe like at least the standard body type. I've been looking at her skin tone, and she is just like a hair darker than Pink Top, but I'm finding that she is fairly close to most, so it's really going to be a matter of like finding just the right one. And I think it'd be really cool to make her petite, but I'm not sure if the neck size will translate down to a petite, because they do have thicker necks for the curvies than like the petites usually. So I'm not real sure if that's going to at least in Playline, so I'm not sure if that's going to translate here. But she is really cute, and I really love this version of her. So I don't find that I do a whole lot with my curvies. My talls, I tend to dress more because they fit more of the wardrobe that I have. Curvies, I do have some stuff for curvies, but I usually end up dressing a curvy and displaying her. So I kind of want to put her on a body type that I'm actually going to dress more, which would be like the standard or the tall. Even petites don't get dressed too much. I find they get an outfit and then they kind of are like almost like child size sometimes, because some of the clothes are a little big for them. I do like the petites a little more than the curvies also, but I just want to make sure that I actually like want to dress her, and I do like having the curvies in my collection. I find I just don't utilize them as much because of the wardrobe stuff, and it is it is a little bit harder to find clothes for them sometimes. I mean, there's plenty of clothes out there. I just don't have that many. Most of my clothes fit, like I said, the talls. This outfit here is from a Fresh doll, and I really like her in this. But I'm even thinking about like restyling her. I just love how cute she looks, though. It was kind of a summer look end of last year, but and I did do one of her, a reroot and a repaint, sort of like of her eye makeup, and that's on my Whatnot. Go check that out. Her hair is an ombre in a really fun color, and you'll have to check it out. So, but I do have a custom reroot available. Maybe depends on when you're watching this. If you watch it when it's just released, definitely. But then if you're like watching this, you know, down the road, she may be gone at this point. I have had some of my reroots for a couple years, but some of them like go real quick. So just cautionary there if you're interested. But I really do love her in this version, so I want to make sure I dress her to full potential. And this dress is really cute. But whatever head I do, if I do like change her out with somebody, I want to make sure it's like a head that I like that's on this body, because I probably will keep her because her body, I mean, there's this flaw on here. If you check the unboxing video, I talk about all the details. But that's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's just tiny. It's like, you know, freckle. But I do want to just make sure that I have everybody, like my favorite sculpts on bodies I'm going to redress all the time or something. Sometimes I have dolls that I find just the perfect outfit for regardless of body shape, and they stay in that outfit for a long time. Like my number one Lena, she's living in that Barbie Boulevard dress, I think, for a while at least. Like, I am just digging that outfit on her. So that dress is gorgeous. But I really do like this face mold. It is one of my favorites, and I do think sometimes it looks better with different screenings than others. Like I said, she's one of my favorites, and then she is pretty close there too. I just want to make sure I actually utilize her. But I think that covers everybody in this new looks line and the repeat faces, and I hope you can let me know your favorites, if you have any of the new line, if you like any of these sculpts that I've gone over. Definitely let me know down in the comments, and thank you for your time. I know this is a long video if you've made it this far, and like and subscribe, and have a great day. Bye!